You think that I don't know how y'all are looking at me? You think I don't know the consequences of my legacy? I'm gonna drop a truth that you might find hard to swallow. My rhymes fly so high, they call me Apollo. Next time you think of poking fun at our money, I'm gonna jump your ass. Call me the Easter Bunny. I am a fighter for a problem that spans the entire nation. I am the warrior in favor of public masturbation. Banning public masturbation is a serious problem with our nation. It prevents us from feeling liberation. So now that I've told you what I'm all about, I better not be seeing your dumbass full of doubt. Because when I take a few steps on that glorious stage, my rhymes are so cold we going back to the Ice Age. Now that I gave you basic synopsis on what I represent, it's time to elaborate further on what I meant when I brought up the issue of public masturbation earlier. I'm about to make your stance on the issue even sturdier. Because whenever I see a really good looking girl, I just gotta give my chode a bit of a twirl, but unfortunately, that's frowned down by society. God damn it, society, you're giving me anxiety. Because occasionally, I really want to masturbate, but every time my penis starts to inflate, I have to hide my really fucking giant erection in order to prevent detection. Why do I have to take really annoying liberties? Why can't I just jack off in the library? After all, the librarian, she's a perfect 10. It's so hard to hold back my gallons of semen. That's just unholy. How come when a girl does it, it's perfectly acceptable, but when I do it, people start to put labels? They call me a creep, a pedophile, and a weirdo. Hey, it ain't my fault that my penis starts to grow. Banning public masturbation is a serious problem with our nation. It prevents us from feeling liberation. Honestly, if you say you've never jacked off in public, I'm gonna have to call you out on your bullshit, because whether or not you're a girl or a guy, this is something that nobody can deny, because it isn't a matter of self-control, because not jacking off has a mental toll. It's inhumane to refrain from it for too long. In all honesty, it's just flat out wrong. The people refuse to accept the cold hard facts. The only thing they accept is the mental tax that no masturbation has on the delicate mind. If you keep this up, you'll find yourself in a bind. If you say that I never gave you a warning, I'm gonna beat your ass until the next morning. I'm gonna kill you with the piece of glass that was manufactured by Corning. I'll roast you so hard they'll advance global warming. Some people ask me what I jack off to. I jack off to things which apparently are taboo. I jerk my meat to the boys in blue. Sometimes I jack off in the middle of a job interview. That ain't taboo, now is it? I go to my future boss and he asked me my greatest weakness. I told him that whenever I jerk off, I think of Jesus. He kicked me out and his face showed a sickness. Fuck, that guy's an ass, ain't he just the meanest? Banning public masturbation is a serious problem with our nation. It prevents us from feeling liberation. Banning public masturbation is a serious problem with our nation. It prevents us from feeling liberation.